Modern living room tables, a guide to choosing the ideal piece of furniture for your needs. Modern living room tables are often the centerpiece of the room's furniture. The table is in fact the fulcrum around which the entire space revolves and must be chosen with great care. Selecting a model that is both functional and aesthetically refined. Here is some advice on how best to choose modern living room tables. Selecting the models that are most striking for their beauty and elegance. How to choose the ideal modern living room tables. There are many aspects to consider when choosing a table for a modern living room. The first element to assess concerns the dimensions of the furniture and is closely linked to the size of the space to be furnished. An open-plan living room that also overlooks the kitchen allows a large table to be placed in the center. Conversely, in a small living room, one will be obliged to insert a table that is undoubtedly smaller. Once we have narrowed down the field of possible tables to choose from to furnish the living area of the house, we move on to the choice of structure. The choice between fixed and extendable tables must be made taking into account both the type of use you plan to make of the table and your stylistic taste. In this sense, a fixed table is certainly less flexible than an extendable model. But it does not change the aesthetics of the room. On the contrary, an extending table may be the most practical solution when having guests, but a different aesthetic balance of the space must be taken into account. When choosing a modern table for the living area, it is equally important to ask yourself what function the piece of furniture will perform. In addition to being the element around which the family gathers to eat meals, the tabletop can also become the space for working, studying, playing, reading, or some other hobby. Clarifying what these activities are helps to select the best materials, i.e., those that combine resistance with beauty. What are the characteristics of the best modern living room tables? The perfect tables for the living area of the home are functional, made with a sophisticated design and solid materials. In a modern living room, both classically inspired tables and more contemporary models can find their place. The choice can vary according to several parameters. Wood is the most frequently used material for the construction of tables for the living area of the home. While traditional tables are made entirely of solid wood, in contemporary solutions wood is combined with metal, glass, or plastic elements. Wood can be used either for the tabletop or for the legs. By combining different materials, it is possible to find original solutions that give the space great personality. When choosing the shape of modern living room tables, the look you want to give the room should also be considered. A rectangular model will be the ideal choice for a modern living room that is elegant and versatile, while an oval table may prove to be the best choice for creating a refined decor. For smaller spaces, a square table is often the best solution. Design models concentrate considerable decorative power in a small space. Often, the table is placed in the center of the living room, in a well-lit area and surrounded by furniture and accessories. With the help of an interior designer, a different placement could be considered. By moving the table to one side of the room, for example, one could gain space and find that the furniture is enhanced. Some tips for correctly choosing modern living room tables. As is often the case when it comes to choosing furniture for your home, the secret to making the right choice lies in finding a good balance between the different elements. The style and materials chosen for the table should be consistent with those chosen for the furniture. If one has decided to focus on the table as the main element of the living area furniture, it is good to make sure that all the other elements in the room enhance the table without stealing the attention of those present. Care must be taken to match not only the table with the chairs, but also with the carpets, the floor, and the color of the walls. Choosing a luxury contemporary art rug can help with this and create a sort of common thread between all these furnishing elements. The balance between the table and the lighting should also be carefully considered. Choosing a beautiful designer chandelier helps to create the right atmosphere in the room and make the table stand out. Between space-saving solutions, original design creations, and combinations of various materials, it is always possible to choose the perfect model from dozens of proposals for modern living room tables. It is essential, however, to be supported by an experienced interior designer.